The very first step of you having a successful blog is to choose a great hosting platform. And I suggest, without wasting your time, I suggest you go with Bluehost, which is what I use because it's such a great platform. They have strong uptime. They are very reliable. It's used by millions and millions of bloggers. It's really great for beginners as well. So what I like is that you get a free domain name for 1 year for your first year of blogging. You get the free SSL certificate, which makes your site secure. And you also get a one-click WordPress install, meaning you install the platform that allows you to build your site just in one click. And then you also have great customer service. Like these people, you contact them anytime, they will respond to you. So if you click on the link down below, you access this page, you click on Get Started. Now you have different plans. What I like about Bluehost as well is that they offer multiple plans that are affordable. You can go for 12 months, you can go for 24 months, but I suggest choosing the 36 months because if you're serious about blogging, you want to blog for a long time. Now, for a beginner, complete beginner, I will suggest you go with the basic and you click on select. But what I picked and what I will suggest you pick is the plus plan because you can create unlimited website, meaning unlimited subdomain. You also have unlimited storage because if you're importing a lot of pictures on your site, videos, and a lot of documents, for example, you want to have unlimited storage, which is why I like this plan more than the basic. But suppose you're just a complete beginner, you're just new to blogging, and you go with the beginner's plan. Now you will need to have what we call a domain name. This is what your business will sound like. Like suppose when someone says Amazon, Amazon.com is the domain that the company Amazon use for their business. Google.com or Apple.com. You need to think carefully about what domain name you want to give to your business. If you don't know, you can skip it and click on I create my domain letter, but you want to give a simple, reliable domain that can be easily remembered by your audience. Suppose, I don't know, it's in the health niche. You can go, for example, even on Google, you can type domain ideas, okay? Domain ideas for business or for blogs. Those are 9 best blog name generators. You can go here and then try to use this blog generator. So this is Nameboy, for example. If I go on Nameboy, suppose I go on Nameboy and I type a keyword health expert. You see, it provided me different name that are available. Okay, for example, healthexpertart.com, healthexperttech.com, my health expert. Now, you want to think about a name, okay? It can be any name, but once you've gotten your name, put that name here. Suppose I want to go with this one, herbhealthexpert.com, okay? Come back here, you put your domain name. If you already have a domain name, you put that domain name here. But then, as I said, there are different platforms that allow you to find a domain name. There are domain name generator. I just picked one. There are like 9 of them, okay? Now, it can be on fashion. It can be on, you can type here maybe fashion mogul. Like if I type, for example, here, fashion mogul. You have like the dailyfashionmogul.com, which is available. Here, for example, this is even better. It sounds better. Web Fashion Mogul. Suppose I want to go with this one. And I type here, I want this domain, Web Fashion Mogul. And then you leave it .com. You can choose other extension, but I will suggest you leave the .com because that has higher possibility to rank on Google. Now you click on next. You'll see that the domain name is available. If it's not available, it will tell you it is not available. But think hard and carefully about your domain name. Now, here you want to put your information. your name, last name, business name. If you have a business name, your country, you set up the information here. Now on the packaging, here again, you want to be careful about what you choose, not to waste money. If you're a beginner, I would suggest, again, you can choose the $5 plan, or the 12-month plan, or the 36-month plan, which is cheaper. I would say leave the 36-month plan. And now here there are things that are necessary and there are things that are not necessary. Okay, so for example, here we don't need site lock security. You don't need site lock security. You leave at domain privacy protection, code guard basic. You don't even need the code guard basic, but you need a single domain SSL. Now, once you've selected those two, which are very important, again, the domain privacy allows your private information to not be disclosed to the public, such as your email address or your home address. Important. Make sure you select this one. Once you're done, you put your card number, you put the signature, you put the expiration date, and you come here, you click on I have read and agree, and you click on submit. You follow the next step, and then you will be able to set up a password for your account. Remember, your domain name is Web Fashion Mogul. Now, once you've set up your account and then you've set up your password, you need to log in into Bluehost. Bluehost.com, and then you click here on login. Here is where you will need to put that domain name right here, just like you see here, webfashionmogul.com, and then you scroll down, you put the password that you've set, and you click on login. And make sure you save that password on your computer if you trust the computer. And now that's where you start. Okay, now you will see this homepage. This is where your homepage will be. You'll be able to log in into WordPress. How to actually move from here to install WordPress and to import the pre-built site that I've already created for you, fully built, fully set up for you. Once you log in on your Bluehost account, this is your dashboard. Okay, what you want to do is either on home, you will see your website here where you can log in into WordPress, or you come here under my site. What I want you to do is actually to come here under my site and then to click on add a site. In my case, I have already added 3 sites, but then in your case, you will probably only see 1 site. Now you can click on add a site, and then you click on no thanks, go to WordPress. Why? Because Bluehost is proposing to use their website builder to actually build your site, but it's not fully optimized for Google search engine, and so I will want you to go to WordPress. So you click on no thanks, go to WordPress, and here that's where you give your site name and your site tagline. Suppose for example you're a blogger in Europe. You've chosen your domain name to be foodrecipeart.com. Just like you see here, you've chosen this domain, meaning your site name will be Food Recipe Art. And then, for example, the site tagline, you can say the best food recipe in Europe, or crazy food out of this world, whatever. Think about a site name and a site tagline. You click on next. Now here you want to deselect these 3. They're not important. They're just default plugins that the Bluehost is offering you to install. You don't need them because I've already set up everything in the pre-built site. So you select your domain name here. You will only see 1 domain for your case, but in my case I see multiple because I've already created multiple sites. And then I will select the one that you select your domain name right here. You unselect those plugins and you click on next. What it will do is that it will automatically install the WordPress platform for you, on which we will then put the website on. Okay, WordPress is an open source platform that allows you to build sites. Congratulations, WordPress installed successfully. Now you can go back to my site, but I want you to click on login to WordPress. Congratulations, you've now you've created your site, and then you've installed WordPress. Now your blog is still not live on Google. Before we import the site, it's important to see how your site was looking like before. So if you come here and you click on visit site, this is actually how your blog looks like. Look at how it looks like. It looks like nothing. And I'll show you that in a matter of a minute, you will have a beautiful looking fully customized blog. The next thing that we will do is that we will now import the site that I just created for you. And so you will access the file that you downloaded. First, come here on the plugin, you click on add new. You search here, all-in-one migration. You click on install now. You click on activate. Now you click here on import. This is the plugin that will allow you to import the pre-built site. Now you click on import, and then I click on import from file, and then I select the blog template that you will have access to, and I click on import. It is actually importing everything that I've already set up, from the theme, from all the pages, from post sample. Is going to set up your about page, contact us page, like everything is already set up, and in a second you will see how it looks like. Now this step is very important. When you see this, it says the import will overwrite your current site, including the database, media, plugin, themes, and everything. You click on proceed. If you already have a fully set up website, you don't want to go with this option. This is for beginners that don't have a website. And then here you click on save permalink structure. And then you click on finish. Now let's go ahead and check how your site looks like now. You see how now in a matter of a minute, we went from nothing to have a beautifully looking site, and a site that translates in any language of your choice. So for example, here, this is the English. This is how it is in English normally. But if you have visitors that are French speaking, they can easily translate your site in French. They can easily translate your site in German. They can easily translate your site even in Hindi. I selected some of the most popular languages in the world, and I put that here as a way to translate your site. But originally that will be in English. This is how your current site looks like. Again, this is a template site. In the series of videos below, I will show you exactly how to customize everything, how to change the logo to fit your business name, how to change if you don't do health and fitness and food recipe, if you do, for example, business, online marketing, or you do in another niche. I will show you exactly how to change your logo, design a beautiful logo for free, how to change this cover page, how to design the categories in such a way that you will only need to change a few things and have your site ready to be used. Again, you will see that the privacy policy, terms and condition, about us, affiliate disclosure pages are already set up. Even the menu is already set up for you to succeed. All your recent posts will already appear on the homepage using a special plugin that I've already installed for you. So we went from your site looking like this to it looking like this now. What you will realize is that as soon as you start posting, these are sample posts that are automatically appearing on the home page. Every single time you publish a new blog post, it will appear on the home page on this recent posts section in such a way that every time a new visitor will land on your homepage, they can easily check your recent posts without having to struggle and find it. You already have the affiliate disclosure contact us page. But when you click on the blog post, already set up the minutes that it will take for someone to end up reading, sharing button in such a way that they can share your post on any social media of their choice, and then also the last time you updated your post. I have set up everything, the typography. Sometimes it's very small, the H2 title size, the most recent post as a fixed widget in such a way that when someone goes down and scroll back up and down, your most recent post will also be stuck here. So you already have everything set up. And then at the end of each post, it will also suggest other posts that the reader can use and read. You see how the work, the friction is already removed for you. And I just want to say that among the plugins that I have installed, a lot of them are must use. Plugin like Analytify, it really allows you to understand your Google Analytic results when you will start getting traffic. Okay, when plugin like Rank Math SEO, this is the one plugin. If you don't have anything on your site, you should have Rank Math SEO along with WordPress and Bluehost, because this plugin will allow you to really optimize your SEO to rank higher on Google and bring traffic to your site. WP Optimize Clean Compress Cache. What it does is that it caches your site to serve it quicker and then make your website faster. It compresses the images when you actually import new images that are heavier, and also it cleans your database to make sure that your website is not cluttered. Let's go ahead and customize and show you how to customize your site the way you want. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to set up the essential pages on your new site. Well, guess what? I have already created the essential pages for you. You just need to adjust to fit your brand name into what I have already created. Your essential pages are the privacy policy page, terms and condition, about us, contact us page. These pages are essential. Let me show you why. For example, if you Google why is a privacy policy page important, you will read that a privacy policy is one of the most important documents on any website. It details your company views and procedure on how you collect the information and how you're actually going to use it. And so you should so this is actually very important. And for example, when you run Facebook ad and you're landing people on a specific page on your website, Facebook usually requires you to show what is your privacy policy page. But guess what? I already got you. I have already set up a privacy policy page for you with everything set up. The only thing that you will need to change is this site name. And how do you change that? Well, let me show you. And before I show you, I'm also going to talk about and you can read this privacy policy page. It's a standard privacy policy page, well detailed, that talks about the personal information you may collect on your site, and then how you're actually going to use it, how you're going to protect people's information. Google needs this privacy policy page in order to accept you into their AdSense program. And so most of the platform actually need this. If you go on the terms and condition page as well, you will see that I have all the terms and services already laid there. Now, how do you change stuff like the site name? I'm going to show you how to do that faster. First, to change that, you will have to go on Google and you install a plugin. I'm going to put the link of the plugin down below, but you can click on that. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to say search and replace Chrome extension or Chrome plugin. find and replace for text. So that is what I usually, this is what I use. I'm going to add it here. And so you're going to have that button. Let me just show you right here. So if you now come here, you will have this find and replace for text editing right there. I want you to pin that up there on your Chrome extension. And now, okay, let me just set that up. And now when you go back on your privacy policy page, when you're logged in, you can simply click here on edit page. And then when you click on edit page, you scroll down. Here's what I want you to do. You come on this plugin right there, you tap on it. Here it allows you to search everything on this page that has a specific name. For you type your site name, search everything here that has the extension. Okay, let me just go back. Search everything that has the extension site name and replace it with your name, your business name. Again, suppose for example your business name is Freetrepreneur. You just type Freetrepreneur here and you see it's found 30 instances where you have that. If you click on replace all, guess what? It's already replaced in a fraction of a second everything with your business name. And so when the Google robot will come on your site, they will actually see that you've put your business name. Now you do the same for your website. Again, it's site name. Look at how I am writing it. So you will just need to click on update. And then you click on view page just to view how it looks like. Now you see that your privacy policy page has your business name. Let's go ahead now and change the name as well to fit on the terms and condition page. So I'm just going to go back on the WordPress dashboard and I'm going to go on pages, all pages. I'm going to scroll down to the end. I'm going to edit the terms and condition page as well. And now here you see now here what I've also done is put here site name, so you're able to just change it with whatever name you have. So you come here, you click on that extension again, you type site name all in lower cap, and then you replace that. Again, it's sitename.com for example, but it will only replace that with the URL with your brand name. So here I can say freetrepreneurs.com, so it will replace that, and I say replace all. You will see that you will replace all of it with Freetrepreneur right there in a fraction of a second. And then you also come here and you type again site name with a space. You will find 9 instances where it can fit with your name. You can type that all in cap. Here you replace it and it says the present document is an agreement between me or the business name or your site, the owner, operator of the content, website, blah, blah, blah. So it's just the regular normal stuff that Google likes to see on a website in order to get it AdSense approved, or in order even for your site to be taken seriously by Instagram or by Facebook or by Pinterest. They need a privacy policy and terms and condition. Now when you're done, you click on update, and the next page that, let me just leave without saving. The next page that we're going to edit is the About Me page, and then we're going to edit as well the Contact Me page. Again, those are already set up for you, because if you go here on the visit site and you click here on About Me, there is already a page for you with a sample text for you to edit. Again, you can edit that the way you want and just talk about the story of your company. But then you come here on About Me page and then you click on Edit with Elementor, because I created that About Me page with Elementor. And the About Me page is very important because it tells people the core of your business, who you are behind the business. If you visit most pages on the internet or most serious website, they have an About Us page or an About Me page. Now, if you come here and you edit with Elementor, which I already clicked, you you want to change, for example, the background picture to fit your business, or maybe you don't even want the background picture, you can edit this section by clicking here. You come here on style, and then you can just delete this image right there. You may not want a picture. If that's the case, you just leave it like that. If you want to add an image, you can choose the image, do whatever you want. You may add another image that fits your business, like this one, for example. Like I said, it's up to you. Now, what I want you to do is to scroll down and really come here and write about something that will fit what you're trying to talk about or what your site is about. You can say, for example, I created this site Freetrepreneur to inspire you with brand new food recipe, blah 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 blah. And then the goal behind this site is really so talk about whatever you want, but at the end put your email, your business email address, and you can say thank you for stopping by. And now here you can talk about your mission statement for your business. If you don't have one, you don't have to put it. You can just simply click here, right click here, and click on delete, and then that will just leave your story right there. And you can go on and on. You can come back here and then talk more if you want, increase the text size. And what I also like about Elementor, it's a powerful page builder in the sense that you can add even more things. Suppose, for example, I come here on the template. You can add, for example, you come here on the blocks. They have a lot of pre-built templates that you can already, with a click of a button, insert it on your blog page, edit it, and then save it. But I'm not going to do that here. The next page that we're going to edit is the contact us page. Okay, so if you scroll down at the bottom, you will see that I've also put a contact us page right there when people can click and have access to your contact information. Again, this is just a template page, for example. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit that. What you want to do, if you're already logged in, you can simply click here on edit with Elementor, or you can go on pages, all pages, and scroll down, and then you click here on contact me page, edit with Elementor. And once you click on edit with Elementor, you can say, for example, I already put here for questions regarding order or delivery, or you can say for questions or comments, for example, or suggestion, please email me at blah blah blah, your email, your business email. You can say at freetrepreneur@gmail.com. Change it with your business email. Now, same here. If your business is about something else than beauty or fashion, you can simply change the background image. You click here on this 6 dot, click on style, and then you delete this one, and then you click on choose image. You don't even have to put an image. Like I said, you can simply leave it like that. Usually this is not a page that a lot of people visit on your site, but then Google likes to have it for transparency. Now click here on visit us. If you're a real business or physical business, you can put your address here, or you don't have to put the building number. You can simply edit that. You edit your phone number, you edit your email address here. So you click here, you change it here, you click here, you change your phone number, click here, you change your address. If you don't want this section, okay, you can simply click here and close it. And here, once you will, if you want to change, for example, the location, this just tells the visitors the city that you're in. So you can simply click on this button right here and change the city that you're in and the location. You can say, for example, I am in New York. You see now it highlighted New York City just to give a sense to your users or your readers where exactly you're located, what city. If you want a specific address, you can put 123 New York or 16th Street, New York City, blah blah blah. You will even zoom in that New York City, and then once you're done, you click on update. You see, I've already set up the page for you. You simply have to edit them to fit your information, and you can do that in a matter of seconds or minutes. Now, we've already set up your most essential pages. The next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to get you a beautiful logo for free. Now, let's talk about designing a beautiful logo for you. And before we actually start designing a beautiful logo that will get sticky up there in the menu, I'm going to tell you why a logo is important, and I'm going to actually show you a way to quickly design a logo, because I've already created this sample logo that I will easily invite you to edit and fit your brand and do whatever you want. And I'm going to show you a way to get access to thousands of logo that you can edit for free and put it on your site. Okay, now, but before we actually talk about logos that you can use, why is a logo important? Well, if I show you this image, just by looking at this image, can you tell what those brands are? Yes, you can probably tell that this is Target, this is McDonald's, this is Starbucks, this is Nike. Why? Because you have seen their logo over and over again across platform. If I do the same here, can you tell what is what brand? Yes, probably. A logo is super important because, like this article says, it's not only about helping increase your brand recognition, but it actually helps your target market and current customer to recognize you wherever you are. Like if you go, for example, on Facebook, if people are on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube, and they see your brand just like this one, they will know that it's your business. If they see this brand, they will know that this is my website. That's why a logo is important. Now that we've cleared that, how do you design a logo, and what is the proper size of a logo to change on this site of yours? Well, there are two platforms that I usually use to design a logo. The first one, I am going to put the link down below, is Spark Adobe. Spark Adobe is what I use to do many things. Spark Adobe is what I use to create future images for my blog post. It's what I use to make collage picture just like this, just like you see, to also put on my blog post. But it's also what I use to create logo. This is an example of a logo that I created. The logo that you see here, I created that on Spark Adobe. This is the first site. But then I have already created a sample where I easily invited you to edit. You can simply come here and edit this one, or you can go and create a logo of your own. But if you decide to go with what I have already created as sample and invited you to edit, you will simply need to click on this link, which I'll also put either in the description below the video or maybe in the PDF guide. You will be able to access this page. Again, I simply clicked on that. I was able to access the template right there. And then once you access the template, you can come here, simply edit that. Suppose your brand is what? Freetrepreneur. You can type Freetrepreneur, whatever name you've decided already. Okay, and you type plus. Okay, this is for, and you can change the text. So once you've already written that, you can come here, change the text with whatever you think can fit your brand perfectly. For example, I chose this one, but there are so many texts that you can actually pick from. If you want to go for a simple one, you go for a simpler one. Like I said, I picked this one. Now the logo, suppose you're about what? Marketing, or you're about beauty. If you're about beauty, for example, this is an icon. You can simply click on this icon and click on replace. And then you type here, you see, to replace this, I simply put healthy, and I picked an image corresponding, which was this one. Or you can pick your heart, but suppose this is beauty. you can simply type here beauty, and then you will have sample images for beauty. Okay, you can pick this woman, but then even if you don't like this icon, guess what you can do? You can pick, for example, this woman, and this will quickly replace it. Or you can pick this one. Okay, so let me just delete it. To replace that, you will need to click again on that and click on replace, and then go on beauty and click something else. Okay, so if you want to put makeup, for example, then you pick this one. So this is like a makeup beauty type of thing. But and then you can change the color. Okay, so if you don't want orange, for example, you can come here and say I want blue, I want something more popping, I want green. Okay, you can say, okay, that's my color, this is what I like. I want something, you can pick here and you can say I'm going to pick this color, and it's going to change it. See, now you have a logo that is green. Okay, you can move this a little bit around the way you want. You can customize it the way you want. But even if you don't like it, you can simply go on Google, or if you don't like this icon, you can go on Google and you want library for beauty. For example, you can come here, you have free icons like that for beauty, or whatever. You can change it with marketing, you can change it with whatever, finance. You will find an icon for you. Again, now there are free icon like this one, but there are premium icon that are paid, where you see this crown. Suppose this is an icon that you want, or for example, this woman is an icon that you want. You can simply decide to download this. For example, you can say I want to download that as a PNG, and then I'm going to click on free download. Go back on this, you want to change it, you can simply, what can you do? You can simply click on this one, delete it. You click here on photos, and then you click on upload photo. And there you go, you have something more popping, more stunning for your business. And then once you're done, again, design it the way you want. I'm going to say keep it simple. Okay, keep it simple. Once you're done, you can simply click on download, and you download that as a PNG, because you don't want this white background right there. Again, if you look at this, this doesn't have any background. It's simply the logo without background, and downloading as a PNG allows you to do that. If you download as a JPEG, it's going to flatten, and you're going to have a white background. And so if you click on start download and you click on transparent, go back on your site on the dashboard, you click on appearance, and then you click on customize. Now you go to header, because this is the header of your site. The top is the header, and you go on logo and you click on change logo. Again, you see this is the size that is suggest for a logo, which is pretty much the dimension that I've already set up here on Spark Adobe. And even if you don't like this size, you can click here on resize and click on custom, and you can say I want something that is 164 times 45, and you click on done. It's going to resize that for you before you download. But then if you're done, you just select your file, then you click on continue. You can put your logo name also in the alt text, and then you click on select. You see there, it already put the size right there, and you click on skip cropping. See, now it's changed the logo up there as a PNG image. You see it's transparent, it doesn't have a white background. And then once you're done, you click on publish. But before clicking on publish, I'm going to show you the other way to create a logo as well. The other platform is called Canva. Canva has 100 of different logos that you can customize, and again 100 and probably maybe like 800 or 500 whatever logos. You can go on 2, on 3, but the platform is called, you go on canva.com/logo/template, or you can simply go on canva.com and then you click here on template, and then you come on logo. Again, you see on Canva you can create so many things, from an Instagram story, Facebook cover, YouTube channel art, logo, infographic, even an infographic, which I'm going to show you later how to create for your blog post. But there are so many things you can create. But you click on logo and you will see that across here they have they are suggesting for different sectors, okay, something that you can use. So if I started with beauty. If I click on beauty, you will see that they've suggested some logos for beauty. Okay, this is a logo that you can use, this is a logo that you can use, or you can simply go back. And then food and drink, if you want something foodie, this is what they suggest. I don't think I can use anything here, but these are just suggestions. But suppose I like something in beauty, which is, for example, this one. You can click on this one and you click on use template, and then from here there are different things. You can even change the template to this, or you can change the template to that, or you can simply go back. You're going to come back to where you were. You skip the tour, and then you can type here and then just edit that with your name, Free Entrepreneurs. Okay, and then you can resize it, maybe a specific. You don't want the link, for example, you can remove that, or you can say something like, and when you click here you can change the text. There are different type of text that you can change. Suppose you've already chosen one, and then here you can also change the color to make it more popping. Whatever color that you think you want, you make it more popping. And again, there are so many logos that you can decide to create for your brand. The point of this is not really to show you what logo to use, but it shows you that there is a platform and you can choose whatever logo you want. Once you're done, you click on download, and you want to leave it as PNG, and you click here on download. Again, the other option like transparent background, compressing file, those options are paid here. That's why you see the crown here. So I would just suggest you to download, and I'm going to show you how to remove the background image and how to resize it. And so you've already downloaded, this is right there. You want to go on Google now and you click and you type here remove.bg. This allows you to quickly remove the background on any image in just a fraction of a second for free. If I drag this logo right there, or I simply click on upload and I upload the image, but I'm just going to drag the logo right there. See, it's removed the background, it's removed the black background that you've seen there just in a fraction of a second without doing anything. And now you can download that right there, 500 times 500, and then you show it in the folder. Let me just open. See, that's your logo right there. And what you want to do is to resize it, because right now it is in a 500 times 500 size, and then we want something that is more rectangular and not squared. And remember, the size was 164 times 91 or time 45, something rectangular. So the next thing that I am going to do is either here you double click. If it's on Windows, for example, you can double click and you can simply click here on this crop button. So if you click here on this crop button, it's going to allow you to crop it into a square. Okay, it's going to allow you to crop it into a square and then to save it on your desktop. If not, you can also go on Google and you just type Pix Resize. You can crop here, you click here on Pix Resize, and then you import. You can click on crop selection and you move this around the way you want. But then again, you see it's a little bit more, it takes a lot more time to do that than to simply use Spark Adobe like I showed you. And then the image that come out of Spark Adobe are higher quality because you don't have to go through the removing the background and also resizing and everything. I have already resized everything for you. You just need to put the text and the image that you want. But then let's continue. Suppose I have cropped it this way. This is what I have cropped. Okay, so when you're done, you click on crop selection to confirm the cropping. Okay, that's why you see here now crop this size, and then the original size was that. Save that to disk. You click on change logo, you drag your new image here, you change here Freetrepreneur, you put your brand name and you click on select, and then from here you can even resize to select right around your logo. See, now it's put your logo up there, but then the goal is to show you that you can choose any logo you want from Canva. You can choose literally any logo you want here, or you can simply go on Spark Adobe where I've already created template for you, and then you can edit that template however you want and then download it and then upload it on your beautiful website. Now we're going to move on to the next thing. Go ahead and create your blog categories. Again, this one is very important because this will be put on the menu, but also here when people will visit your site, your blog post can be filtered in specific categories. In this sample blog, the categories are food, recipe, drinks, health and fitness, because overall it is a food and health and fitness sample blog. Same categories that I put here. Why are the categories important? If you go on Google, for example, and this is one of my site, the mmsexperience.com, that has thousands of readers per month. If you go on Google and you just search the keyword the MMS experience, what does Google show you? Yes, it shows you my site, but it also shows you some of my categories that I have already put in the menu here. And one of my subscribers on YouTube channel asked me, how exactly can you do to make Google to actually organize your blog already like that on the search? Now, you need to organize. Even here you see my categories are online business, software, entrepreneurship, make money, and then if you scroll down as well, that's what I put: entrepreneurship, online business, this. If you go on most of your favorite blogs or website, you will see that they also have categories. You need to define what is your niche. It can be health, finance, gardening, anything. Okay, so if I go for example on this blog Food 52, you will see they have recipe, they have a shop where you can shop for multiple things, appliance, apron and everything. They have community food. These are some of their categories. If you go on Amazon also has organized here on their menu some of the categories, but also here if you go on all, you will see all the categories that they offer. So it makes it easier for the customer to navigate your site overall. Go again on any of your site, you will see different categories that you can access. Here on NerdWallet is up here, okay? Here on Top Picks, they have all these categories. On Guide, they have these categories, and on here, they have these categories. Let me show you how to actually create those categories. So you go on the back end of your dashboard, and on the post, you click on post on categories right here. When you click on that, this is what you will access, and this is where you defined your category. You can easily delete what I have already created, or you can simply change them. And what I will advise you is actually to change them. How do you change that? You can, suppose you are a finance blog, okay? You can come here and you click on edit, and you can just simply decide this one will be about make money online, and then you just, maybe the slug will be the part of the URL. Okay, you can simply copy that and paste that here, and you will see that it will transform it like here. And then you click on save, scroll down and you click on update, and then you go back to categories again, or you click here. Now it's changed already, this one. Or instead of edit, you can click on quick edit and simply change this one. So if I go on NerdWallet, for example, I can simply say maybe investing or insurance. Suppose your second category is about finance. If your finance blog is insurance, where you're going to cover blog posts about insurance, or maybe banking or credit card, then you come here and you type here credit cards. You copy this, put that down here, and then you click on update categories. You do the same for food recipe. You change this as well. You update the category. If you want to cover more than 3 categories, you can simply click here. First of all, even before showing you how to create new categories, let's go ahead again on the new site, click on visit, and then you will see now how on the menu it has changed already the categories. Again, I told you I have already optimized everything for you. As soon as you change the categories, it also changed that on the menu. And when you will actually, your blog will be live, and then you will start posting blog posts. When Google will come and scan your site, it will be able to organize these categories up here in blog, this, and this, just like you see I have organized for you here: blog, investing, make money online, and credit card. So if you want more categories than this, or if you want subcategories, for example, this is what you can do. You come here, and if you want another categories for loans, for example, you can tap here loans, and then here loans. You click on add new categories. You will add that here. Now suppose you want categories, you want subcategories. Maybe under investing, you may want a subcategories called investing in stock market. Okay, you can type, or let me just pick another categories here: banking, investing. If you come here, fidelity, this. Okay, you can say, for example, apps to invest. You can cover maybe a subcategory where you cover multiple apps where you need to invest. Apps to invest, and tap here apps to invest. Now here is where you select the parent categories. The parent category will be investing, and then this will be the child category. So you click here on add new category, and this is what you will realize. Now it has a line here under investing to say that this is the child category of parent category investing. And then you can do the same for loans, you can do the same for credit card if you want to, and you can do that multiple times. You can add multiple subcategories here. Suppose we have done that, but still on our menu, if I refresh our menu, those categories and subcategories are still not there because I have only added 3. Suppose you want to add those categories on the menu. First, you will need to come on appearance, and then you scroll down, you click on menu, and then you will need to scroll down right here. This is your main menu. Okay, here you have your main menu right there, which is this menu, and you have the footer menu, which is this menu right there. Now I'm going to add more things on the main menu. How do I do it? I scroll down here, I come here under categories, and then you click on view all. You see now you have the new categories: investing and app to invest and loan. You select all of them, and then you click to add to menu. Okay, I already have investing once here, so I'm just gonna click here and remove that. Now I want to add apps to invest under investing, so I drag that, I put that, you see I don't put that here, I put that down here. I drag that on the right so it stays underneath to say that it's the child categories, and then I can add loans here, for example. Now credit card, I also need to add credit card. It's already added, so I can just delete it. Okay, once you're done, you save your menu. Now also, suppose I have other posts. If you have some posts, so if you go on the MMS experience, you will realize that sometimes I add posts underneath, like specific post underneath each categories. Suppose, but we will talk about it, how to create a post and select the category. But if you go on the post, you already have some of the sample posts that I've created. You can select a specific post and add that underneath the category that you want, okay, the category that it fits in. And that's how you actually make Google to understand how your site is structured. And then suppose you're done with all of that and you click on save menu. Now you go back to your site. If I click on refresh, you see now what do you have? You have your menu well organized down here. But when now you hover over investing, you have the subcategory app to invest. If you hover over here, you may also have other posts that I've already put on the menu, and that's how you structure your post. This is super important. It tells Google the structure of your site. If you want to put specific pages, you can simply put the text here, put the URL of the page that you want here. So suppose you have a specific page, for example, an external page like this one, you can copy the link back on your menu, you paste the link right there, and then you type the text, maybe resource. Okay, let me just delete it. You can first create a subcategory, a category called resource, and then on the URL you just put pound, you add that there, and then you can add another custom link, maybe an external link or an internal link or a link within your site, where you paste it, and now you add it. You can say then you drag that underneath resources. Now if I save it and I go back and refresh, you see how your menu is organized. When people visit your site, it's easier for them to actually navigate around your site. Now we've changed the category. Next thing that we're going to change is actually update those categories down here on the home page. So the next video will be about how to actually fully design the home page and change whatever that is you want. Okay, now let's set up your home page. Okay, for now your home page is composed of this: just the header where you tell people about what your site is, the categories that you will need to change. This section on the recent posts, you don't need to change anything here because it will automatically change as you actually add new posts to your blog. Just like you see here, if I scroll down on the MMS experience, every time I post something new, it's automatically added on the blog, and when people visit my homepage, they actually can click and access the latest post. And you can actually make some posts sticky in the sense that they will actually stay even if other article changes here. Let's go ahead and actually design your homepage. If you are on the homepage and you're logged in, you can simply edit that with Elementor. Or if you are on the back end of your site, you can come on the page and click on all pages, and then you scroll down where you will find home page, front page, Elementor. Not this one where you see front page. This is what you need to edit. So you click here on edit with Elementor. That is your home page right there. You see now when you hover the mouse, there are multiple things that you can edit. I put here site name because that's where I want you to put your site name. In my case, for example, you will see I have here the MMS experience. Now what you can do is that you can type here XOXO healthy, whatever your brand name is, and then here you can simply tell something about what your blog is. For example, here the goal with the blog is to empowering the champion within you, and these are some of the categories that I cover. So go on Google, for example, and you type best blogs in your niche. Best blog, for example, in finance, and then you open the 25 best blog in finance, and then you start, for example, opening some of them. You have to spy on your competitor and see what they do. If I take, for example, the Simple Dollar, tons of updated information about credit card. You can say something, for example, like we simplify, come here, finance for you, something like that. And then you type here your categories, where you say here, for example, instead of food, you say investing. You edit it the way you want, and then once you're done here, you can click here and edit, read my blog. So if you click on this button right there, it's going to allow you to, but you don't have to, because I've already set up in such a way that when people will click on the button, it will take there to your blog page already, to this blog page where they can access all your blog posts. So you don't have to change this button, but if you want to, you can click here and change to maybe read my latest post. You can say read my latest post, and then you just paste the link of your latest post right there. Suppose your latest post, you come on your blog, your latest post is this one. You can open it, get the link, and then paste the link there and change it, and then you click on update. You can change that multiple times throughout the month or the year. For example, here I pasted my latest blog post here instead of the whole blog. Again, you can change it the way you want. Now, and you will see that when you hover the mouse, it changes the color. You can change the color here by coming here under style, and then you will see the background color. You can change from red to another color of your choice. And then you can also change this icon if you want to. For example, you can come here, you can say no icon, or you can go on the icon library and choose another icon of your choice. If it's finance, you can select this icon for dollar, for example. That's how you change it for something finance related, but it's up to you. Next, we're going to change the background image. For example, here, to change that, you click on this 6 dot, click on style, and then this is where you change the image. You can just choose the image of your choice, upload that image here. Here is what I will suggest. Your image has to be well compressed so that it doesn't take a lot of time to load on the server. Some websites that I suggest for good images are, for example, if you go on Google, Pixabay, you just open Pixabay, you can type finance, for example. You will see a lot of finance image copyright free that you can use as a background. For example, I can simply click and download this size. I want you to download this size right there, and then you click on download. I am not a robot. You download for free. It's somewhere on your, okay, this is where it is. You can open it, you click it, but then it's not compressed, meaning the size is very, very high. It will take a lot of time to load if you upload it on your site like that. So you can go again on Google and you type, for example, pic compress compress image. You see how it's automatically compressed, but it's compressed that by 1%. So you can click on settings and then you choose the compression quality. You can compress that down to something very low. For example, 62. It went from 169 to 62. You can go as low as you want and you will see that the quality will not reduce much. We went from here to here. And then once you're done, you click on apply and you can simply come here and you download your picture. That's it. If I open that, you see it's almost the same quality, but it's much more reduced and it will load faster on your site. So you come back on your home page and now you upload the file, you drag that file here. You put the name, because the alt text is important for search engine. When you go on Google, for example, and you search the MMS experience and you go under images, you will see that it's showing some of my images because I have already put the alt text the MMS experience. Okay, so what I want you to do is to put your brand name up here. If it's XOXO Beauty or XOXO Finance, you put that XOXO Finance and then you click on insert media. You see how it's automatically changed that. You can even resize the image before importing on your site, or you can, instead of making it fixed, you can make it scroll with the text in such a way that it will go up with the text, or you can decide to let it fixed in such a way that when you scroll it doesn't move. It's really fixed. And the position, you can center left, center right. Again, you can play around with the settings and see what works for you. The size, you can leave it at contain. You can, now if you leave it at contain, you see it puts lower, you're able to see more coins just like that. Okay, and the background overlay, where you can change the color, you see that color overlay is where you change the color. Again, on background is where you change the background. On background overlay is where you can come here and say you want to change the color to something lighter. You know, if you want it dark, if you want something brighter, it's really up to you. That's how you change that. If you want to go green or blue. Suppose you're done, you click on update. We're not done yet. We need to change the categories as well. So you would need to do the same thing here, but on categories. Now your categories are investing, make money online, credit card, loans. You come here first, you type the name, investing, and then you will need to change the category link here. To do that, you go back on you open another page, or click on the categories up here, you copy this link, you go back on the home page and you paste the link corresponding to this category, so that when people will pick this category, it will bring them to all the posts related to investing. If you come here on the drink, you change for drink, you can put here make money online, and then you do the same here. You copy, you click here, it will take you to that category, you copy the link, you remove this, and then you paste that here. You do the same for the third one. If you're done, you click on update, but before clicking on update, you also need to change the background image. Investing, for example, you can simply go again on Pixabay and find the image corresponding to investing. Investing can be this one, or this one, whatever image that is investing, something like that is similar to investing. You click on that and then you click on download, but then you download this one, this size, click on download, and then you also want to go and compress, like pick compress JPEG, and then you drag that file again here, you click on settings, you reduce the quality a lot. We went from 41 to 15. You go back here, you click on this button here, this column, and then you click on style. You go on background overlay. This is where you choose the image. Click on upload. You import your new image that is highly compressed, that makes your site load faster. And then you click on insert. And then you put your brand name here, XOXO Finance. Then you insert. That is where you have now an overlay. And then you do the same here. You do the same here with your other category. If you want more categories, so if you go here on the MMS experience, you see I have 2 rows because I have multiple categories. So if you want more of that, you can simply come here, you right click and you click on duplicate. That will duplicate those categories right there. And then what you will need to do is just to change the text. You click here, you change the text, you change the link, and you click here, you change the background image here. Okay, that is what I do. You can do that multiple times. You can have 3, 4, 5 categories. Now if you want only 2 categories on one line, you can simply decide, for example, to delete. You right click only on one column that you want to delete and you delete that. That will bring those 2 categories on 2 lines only, on 1 line only. Again, you can navigate the way you want. That is your site, but I'm just showing you how I will structure it. Suppose you're done with your home page, and then you click on update. Again, you see recent post. I have already put a plugin. I've already installed a plugin, and then I've already created a post short code and a grid that I've already pasted here that will allow to show automatically your most recent post, just like you see here automatically. Suppose you're done, you click on update. Now we are almost done with setting up your site. We've set up the home page, we've set up the categories. You have already a beautiful looking site. It's time for you to set up your Google Analytics and your Google Search Console before writing your first blog post. Now let's go ahead and show you how to actually set up Google Analytics and Google Search Console. How to track your readers. When you start your blog and you start posting blog posts, you will realize that at some point you will start seeing visitors on your site. Okay, just like you see on this one, I have a plugin already installed on my blog, the MMS Experience, called Analytify, that I connected with my Google Analytics account that allows me to track the number of sessions and the number of page views that I have per month and what pages are actually being viewed when people visit my site. This is the power of Analytics, Google Analytics, and also Google Search Console. The goal of these two tools is for Google to actually know how your site is evolving over time, what pages people like on your site, whether your post is worth being ranked up against the competition. 3 things that we're going to do. First, we're going to set up Google Analytics. Second, Google Search Console. And third, your site map. If you go on the back end of your website, you will realize that you already have Analytify that I have installed for you, which is also right there. But the problem right now is that it's not connected to your Google Analytics account. So first you will need to create a Google Analytics account. How do you create that? You go on Google, okay? Let's just go on Google and type Google Analytics account, sign up, and then you click here on Google Analytics. Everyone or most of you probably already have a Google account, like a normal Google account, and you can use that account to create Google Analytics. You click on start measuring. Now you put the account name XOXO Finance. You leave these tracked. You click on next, and then the property name is called XOXO Finance. And then the goal, it allows to measure your web or app data. Click on next. You're a small employee. You click on the industry category. You can select finance. You can select food and drink. you can select whatever you want. If you don't see your categories here, click on others, or if you travel, you click on travel. But in this case, for example, it's finance. And then you scroll down, what do you want to do with Google Analytics? Well, you can say you want to measure customer engagement with your site. You want to optimize your site experience. You want to measure data. You can select whatever you want, and then also this, increase my conversion. You click on create. Now you click on accept. But again, remember, I am already logged in on my Google account with this Gmail account. You already have a Gmail account. So if you're logged in on Gmail, it's going to use that Gmail to create your Google Analytics account. So make sure you're logged in the right Gmail. Maybe you have a Gmail for your business. Make sure you're logged into that in order to continue. If that is the case, you scroll down, you click on accept, you accept, and you click here, I accept. Then you click on save. You want to set up your property because you've just created an account. Now you need to put your website that you just created so that Google can actually know that your website exists and can start tracking the data. Your website, you click on web. If you're an app, you click on app, but then you click on web, you put your URL right there. If your website is HTTP, you put HTTP. If it's HTTPS, meaning secure, you put HTTP secure. My site, when I create them, they're already HTTP secure. So you need to select this. And then you click on create stream. So click here and then click on Google site tag. And then you want to copy this one. This is the code that you will put on your site that will allow Google to come and track your data because you have this unique ID that Google assigned you. So you click here on copy, you come back on your site, and you don't even need to copy that. You don't even need to paste that. You can simply click here now on connect with Analytify, and then you click here on login with your Google Analytics account, and then you click on Freetrepreneur. You select your Gmail account that you just created your Google Analytics with. Then you click on allow. Now it says congratulations, Analytify is now authenticated. Please select your profile here. Maybe you give it a couple of hours and then Google will be able to actually show your profile here. But then just to be sure, you can also come here on settings and click here on insert headers and footers, and then you paste the code that you just copied on Google Analytics here. You paste that here and it will be inserted in your header as well, and you click on save. But as you can see, because I have already activated here install Google Analytics tracking code, it's already installed that between the header tag, so you don't have to do it. Okay, now what you want to do next is that you already set up Analytics. Now you want to set up Google Search Console. Let me show you what Google Search Console is. This is Google Search Console and this is your Google Analytics. For example, right now on my site, Google Analytics is telling me there are 4 people that are visiting my site, and I can see what pages they're actually visiting. When Google will start tracking the data, you'll be able to see that. And then there are so many things that you'll be able to do with Google Analytics. You can track your audience, your active users. You can explore their demographic. You can see what country they are from, what is their age range, because Google also has all those information. You can track their behavior, how many people are new versus returning, how they engage with your site, and so on and so forth. Google Search Console is the platform that also allows you to gather your website visit and give you detailed analytics, for example, about the number of impression, the number of time your post was clicked every single day, the number of time your post appears on the search result when people search something on Google. And it also, if you go on performance, it also allows you to track. You see, for example, here you can see total impression, total click, the average position you have, but also it shows you the keywords for which you're ranking for right there, that you are seeing an increase, for example, in clicks and impressions. And then you can also, what you can do, you can compare with the previous, maybe the last 28 days, and compare that. It's also going to give you how you're performing compared to the last 28 days in terms of clicks and everything. In order to create a Google Search Console, you also come on the new tab, you type Google, let me just go here, Google Search Console sign up. Click here on welcome to Google Search Console. Now this is where you put your domain name right there, free.baked@mars.com. Click on continue. You need to verify your domain ownership via DNS record. Very important. Google is telling you you need to put this TXT code on the DNS configuration of your website in order for it to start tracking your site. You click here, you copy that, you go back on your Bluehost account. Once you're logged in the back end of your Bluehost account, you come here under domain, and then you click on manage your domain. You come here under DNS, scroll down somewhere to TXT, you click on add, paste here at, you paste that code that you just copied right there, and then you click on save. When you click on save, you give it a couple of hours, or it can be instantaneous. Once you click on save, you want to come here and click on verify. Okay, if you've properly done it, either it's on Bluehost or it's on another host, you just make sure you paste that code and you click on verify. It's going to say sometime verification failed because it takes a few hours to actually propagate. So make sure you do that properly. And then once you verify, you will probably land on overview where this will be blanked. You will not see anything. And again, even on YouTube, there are a lot of videos that can already show you how to do the verification on Google Search Console. So use those resources as well. And on the home page, the next thing you want to configure is your site map. Your site map is super important. Let me just show you. If I Google, for example, a site map tells Google which page and files you think are important on your site, and also provides valuable information about the file, the pages, when the page was last updated, how often it's changed, and an alternative language version of your page. So you see, this is from Google. Super important. Now, how do you create a sitemap and put it on your site? Let me show you. In the back end of your site, if you go under plugin, you click on install plugins, and you scroll down on Google XML sitemap, you click on activate, and then because you will have two sitemaps already installed, you have the Google XML sitemap, but you also have the Rank Math sitemap, which is another plugin that I have activated. So you scroll down on the Rank Math and you click on settings, click on dashboard, you scroll down and you deactivate sitemap. Now settings, and then XML sitemap. The plugin XML sitemap already creates the sitemap for you and gives you the URL of your sitemap. And the next thing that you want to do is simply copy this URL right there, or you can simply right click and click copy link to address. And then you go on your Google Search Console, you click on sitemap here, and then you enter the URL of your sitemap. Then you click on submit, or you can simply come here and remove this URL right there, and then it will be your site and then sitemap XML at the end. Once you click on submit, you will see that sitemap XML success, and you see it tells you It tells Google the number of URL that are on my site, how my site is structured. Read again the importance of sitemap. Super important. Now we're done with setting up advanced analytics on your site, but also Google Search Console and the sitemap. We're going to move to the next section. Do you know that every single day there's about 3.5 billion searches on Google? For example, you look for keyword like Google flight. People, as 1 to 10 million people are searching for that every month. Cheap flight, 1 to 10 million. United Airlines, 1 to 10 million. Same here. If you go, for example, for other keyword like alopecia, 100,000 people to 1 million people, the competition is low on those keywords as well. Hair loss, 1,000 to 10,000. If I go for another keyword like curly hair, 100,000 to 1 million thousand. High competition. For other keyword like credit card or credit, 100,000 to 1 million thousand. People are searching on Google for problems or solution, how to find solution to their problems. And if you're trying to grow your blog, you want to watch this video until the end, because I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to take your website from nothing to start driving traffic to your website. As you can see, I'm going to show you how to increase your session, your page views, and the page views per session. What I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to use a plugin called Rank Math, how to install it, set it up on your website to actually achieve high SEO score, overall optimization on your website. Then after that, I'm going to show you how to get 100 out of 100 SEO score on all your posts, so that you start ranking number 1 on Google after a certain time. Okay, so step by step, I'm going to take you from what exactly enters or is considered good in a good post for SEO, from the keyword in the title, table of content, to the H2 title, everything you need to know, to the tag, external link, internal links, everything you need to know to achieve 100 out of 100. So watch this video until the end. Look at some of my posts: 97 SEO score, 100, 97, 196. SEO is very important if you want to succeed on your website, or on your, if you're a beginner, this is for you. Even if you're advanced, there are changes in Rank Math that you probably need to know, and so you need to watch this video until the end. Now, what is Rank Math? Rank Math is a search engine optimization plugin for WordPress that makes it easy for anyone, even if you're a beginner, to optimize your content with built-in suggestion based on widely accepted best practices. Let's say you're writing a post. Rank Math is very important because you're a beginner and you still don't know how to properly craft a post, how to create a structure, how to do keyword research. Rank Math, when you install and activate it, it will guide you to properly hit all the points you need to have 100 out of 100 SEO score, so that when someone searches the keyword that you wrote on, Google is able to rank it somewhere here, and then it will increase the click-through rate, increase your website visit, and increase the money if you monetize your website with a Zoe. SEO is very important. You need Rank Math, but you also need to do keyword research, because even if you install Rank Math and you don't know how to do proper keyword research, and you hit 100 out of 100 SEO score, and the keyword that you're targeting is only searched by 100 people per month, you will never generate enough visitors to generate revenue. So I always do keyword research first before using Rank Math. So I use a plugin or a Chrome extension called Keyword Everywhere that allows me to get all this related keyword and keyword people are searching for. Then I use Google Keyword Planner to actually get the details on those data, on those keyword. I find the one that has the highest traffic with the lowest competition. Then I start writing on it. And Rank Math will guide me on how to organize my post to hit 100 out of 100 SEO score. How do you install and activate Rank Math? What I have already done in the back end of your website is, in the pre-built site that you have already imported, there is already Rank Math SEO installed. And so what you will need to do is simply come here and click, but it's not yet configured. It's installed, but it's not configured. So you want to come down on the plugin and you click on installed plugins. Now you scroll down until the end. Toward the end, you find RankMath and you click on set up wizard. Easy. Now the advanced user will want to control every SEO aspect. You offer option to change everything and have full control. So I like the advanced option because I can easily change whatever I want. And again, if you're a beginner, you can also go for easy, but you click on start wizard. You need to select what your website is. If it is a small business site, if it is a web shop, if it is a personal blog, the types of options that will be shown or features that will be shown to you will depend on what exactly you think your website is. Personal blog, suppose your personal blog, if your website already has a logo, then you can skip it or you can upload the logo here. These are the dimensions. Now you click on save and continue. This step is very, again, I cannot emphasize this much. This step is very important because you will need to connect with your Google services. Let me show you why this is important. If I go back on the site that I already installed RankMath on, guess what you see here? When you click here on RankMath SEO, even here, and you click here on analytics, what it does, you need to connect Google RankMath to your Google Analytics, but also to your Google Search Console, because RankMath will pull out data from there and then synthesize it for you. So if I click for it, like I showed you, I click on analytics and you can see here RankMath is giving me my average overall optimization on my site and giving me the search impression, total keyword, search click-through rate. I have a very high click-through rate because my posts are well optimized. You got some free analytics where it gives you the top 3 position, how many keywords you're ranking into top 3 position, 4 to 10 position, and 10 to 50 position. If you click here as well on site analytics, that will give you more analytics about your site. If you click here on SEO performance, it will give you the SEO performance. What is the impression and click for each of the blog posts? For example, this one has 113 impression with 11 clicks and it's at the 4th position. Go back to RankMath and you connect to your Google. You click on connect Google services. You select your Google account where you have created that you've used to create it, Google Analytics and the Google Search Console, and then it's going to ask for authorization. You click here on Search Console, you click on select profile. It's actually going to select the profile for you. Okay, you see it actually detected my site on my Google Search Console because I just connected that with my Google account, and then I will click on save. But if not, you select the right domain right here and then you click on save. Then you scroll down on my Google Analytics. You see now it's green here, meaning I'm done. And then on my Google Analytics, you also select your account. This is my name here. And then you select the property. I have multiple property already that I have created. And again, on Google Analytics, you can create multiple property just like I showed you. You go back here on admin and then you click on create property. You do that multiple times for multiple websites that you have. Very important. And then you select the all website data. That means it will bring in all your site data that Google is collecting, and then it will synthesize that for you. And if you have not verified your RankMath, your analytics account already on your site, if you haven't pasted that code on your site, then there is no problem because you can click on install analytics code. That will actually bring the verification code from your analytics account and verify your site on Google for you. So if you've already verified your site using another way, then it's fine. And then you click on save. If you also have an AdSense account, next you click on AdSense and then you click on select. Okay, so it says Google AdSense support is only available in RankMath for Pro Advanced user. So they want you to buy in order to access this feature, but you don't have to. Like if you're a beginner, then your site is not already monetized, so you don't care about Google AdSense. You don't have to switch to the pro version. Then you click on save and continue. We are already almost at the end of the optimization. Next thing that you do, is sitemap. Again, sitemap, this is very important. You either, if you have already set up the sitemap already on Google Analytics, just like I showed you, using the XML sitemap plugin right here, then on Rank Math you deactivate this sitemap. Okay, you deactivate this site. If you activate, again, look at the importance of sitemap. XML sitemap help search engine index your website content more effectively. So you can either use the XML sitemap that Rank Math proposes, or you can use these other sitemap. The reason why I like XML sitemap plugin is because I tried Rank Math XML sitemap before and it was kind of weird. It did not work. With the XML sitemap plugin, you can actually force the engine to be notified. So if you click here, this XML sitemap has notified search engine about your sitemap, and then it gives you all the gives them all the details of your sitemap. And if you want to use it, you activate, you select whatever you want, and then you click on save and continue. We're almost at the end now. Optimization, SEO tweaks, automate some of your SEO tasks like making external links, no follow, redirect, attachment. So here you can say no follow external link, meaning that it will add a no follow tag to all the external links that you're putting in your post. Okay, for example, in this post, this is an external link. This is an external link. This is an external link. It means that it will put in a no follow tag to them. It will also open those external links in new tabs or window. This is very important because if someone read your blog post and they click, for example, on Walter Disney, it takes them away from your site. Then you're losing a visitor. But if you open that in a new window, then you're not losing a visitor because the window of your site is still open. So you want to make sure you let that activated as well, and you click on save and continue. And then it says your site is ready. Boom. You can enable auto update of the plugin, which I will suggest. And then you can set up advanced option or not. I will just return to the dashboard and quickly configure other things which are very important. Now you have analytics activated here. You have role manager, schema structure activated. You have sitemap activated. Again, you can quickly deactivate what you want or activate it. I deactivated sitemap because I have already activated that somewhere. Or if you have a WooCommerce store, then but you can actually increase the optimization on your product by just activating the WooCommerce plugin module. You want to come here on redirection. Redirections are very important because if a link on your site is not working, people will hit the 404 or the 301 or the 302 pages saying that we cannot access this page or page not found. So activate the redirection. Rank Math will start tracking all the 404 or the bad pages that are on your site, and it will tell you what are those pages, and you'll be able to redirect them on new pages. So you also activate this one, the 404 monitor settings on the 404 monitors, and you scroll down, you click here on redirection. This is what it tells you now. If someone hit the redirection, the 404 page, for example, do you show them the 404 page, meaning the page that is not working, or you redirect them to your home page? So if I click on redirect to home page, when someone will hit a page that is not working on my site, instead of showing them the error which will piss them off, redirect them to my home page, which they can actually go to and explore other content. Or you can do a custom redirection where you can say, if someone hit a 404 page or a bad page on my site, redirect them toward the MMS Experience /blog, where they can actually see all my blog posts and start reading other things that they like. This is very important. Redirection type 304, temporary move, permanent move, temporary redirect. You can select whatever you want, but you just click on save change. You see here how it says you have 2 sitemaps. It says please keep only one sitemap plugin activated, otherwise you might lose some ranking and traffic. I'm just going to go back on Rank Math dashboard and deactivate this sitemap. How do you handle redirect on your site? You come here at the top here and you click on redirection. Click here on manage redirection. First of all, the first thing you do, you click here on analytics. You see that Rank Math is still getting all the data to start populating these things. It's going to tell you in about a few hours the overall optimization on your site, on all the posts, the search impression, the search click, everything you will need. How do you handle redirection? You come here on Rank Math redirection, you click on manage redirection, and the beauty about this is that you can actually fix all the redirection on your site. So if you click here on add new redirection, or you click on add new here, you can say if the source URL, suppose I go on my beautiful site, the mmsexperience.com, and for example, someone click here on a blog about the best web hosting. Okay, if someone hits a 404 page here, I can just copy the link of this page and come down here, paste that source URL and select exact or contain, or you can say if the URL contain the word review or web hosting, then you can redirect them to this other new URL, or you can say contain here, then you can redirect them here, or you can say if someone hits this URL, then exactly redirect them to this new URL. For example, whatever new URL you have on your site, you redirect them there, or you can redirect them to the home page. Simple. And you click here permanent move or temporary move, and then you click on add redirection. Very important. And that's how it works. You can add as many redirection as you want, depending on how bad URL they are on your site. Other features of Rank Math that I like, okay? Pay attention to this. When you go on and you visit your site, you go here and you visit the main page on your site, for example, or any page on your site, and you're still logged in your WordPress account. If you come here on Rank Math, you see now you have other options here. Okay, you have 404 monitor. Come down here and you click here on mark this page as pillar content, no index or no follow. No index meaning that Google will not index this page, or Google will not put this page in the search result, or you can mark that as a pillar content on your site. Then there are external tools. Nice external tools. If you click here on Google speed, if you click here on Google's page speed, it's actually going to start analyzing the speed of your site. That means it open Google page speed inside, put your URL for you, and it's starting to analyze the speed of your site. Other options it has are external tools. Test whether your site is mobile, whether that page, this specific page on which you are, is actually mobile friendly. Very important. You see it opening the mobile friendly test in your search console and then testing that URL for you. Now it finished for this page speed inside. It's telling me that my result or my score in terms of page speed is 22, which is pretty low. Okay, you want to hit at least between 50 and 89 or 90 to 100. So that means there are other things that I need to fix, and it's actually telling you here what are the problems, what things are loading faster, slower on your site. So it has these nice external tool things, and then the Facebook debugger, the Google cache, the Google reach result. And if I go on whether my site is mobile friendly now, it's telling me now, hey, that page is also mobile friendly, because on mobile this is what it looks like, which is actually nice. I'm going to show you in this video step by step how I consistently get 100 out of 100 SEO score on almost all my blog posts. First thing you need to do here is to properly do the keyword research. Why is it important? It's important because if you're writing your blog post about a keyword, all right, let me show you something. All right, here's what I want to show you. If you take a look at this list of keyword research that I already did using Google, you'll realize that there is a very specific way for you to do the keyword research such that you find the highest volume, the keywords with the highest monthly searches, lowest competition, and you write about them. So why is it important to use the keyword research? Because if you just wake up and you decide to write about, I don't know, this very specific keyword, it only has about 100 to 1,000 visitors per month or searches per month, whereas only this Google Flights keyword has 1 million to 10 million per month, and there is low competition, meaning that there is not a lot of content on it on the internet. Now imagine you write 10 reviews about different of these airlines: JetBlue, Rental Car, Expedia, Spirit Airline, Travelocity, Google Flights. You write about them, right? Out of these reviews, they will probably attract 100,000 visitors, each of them, on your website, if those are high quality reviews that can achieve 100 SEO score, just like I am doing here. And you will be able to monetize like this. If you look at this review, for example, that I did for Google Flight, this is already Google AdSense. I was approved for Google AdSense, so I am able to monetize. And also these are affiliate banners that I'm able to implement as well on my website. So it's a combination of affiliate banners and Google AdSense. So I am able to make money on the website from different sources. How do you get 100% SEO score? Let's go first on how to find the keyword. To find the keyword research, to do the proper keyword research, there are two ways. Method one, you use the Google Keyword Planner, but there is a very specific way to use that. And method two, you use Ubersuggest. There are pros and cons for each of them. Keyword Planner, you can do multiple keyword research. You can get statistics about multiple keywords at the same time, like this. But with Ubersuggest, you can only get for one specific keyword. So I usually go with this. As you can see here, if you look at my the list of searches, and the benefit of using Keyword Planner from Google is that you're able to even save your searches, so that next time, for example, if next time I come back and I want to write about a keyword that I already did as research, I can just, for example, come in here, click on it, and then you filter here, keywords, you get the historical metrics, and then you filter, and you're able to see whether it's worth it to write on it, right? So for example, the keyword pay for college is 1,000 to 10,000. The competition is medium. It has a good CPM or top of page beat, but it's not really like, you want to aim for high volume keywords so that you can drive some of that traffic to your website. How do I do it? If you go on Google, for example, let's say I want to write about, I want to find high volume, low competition keyword. If you only use Ubersuggest, you will have to type maybe 10 keywords like multiple times to be able to find whether that keyword has a high volume. But if you use this tool called Keywords Everywhere, so if you type Chrome extension store, right, you click here on the first result, and then you type Keywords Everywhere, which I will also put in the description, right? You install it and then you activate it, right? You will activate it. Once you will activate it, if you now go on Google, whether it's here or here, you type, for example, Google flights, what do you have? You have first, you have the results, but then if you go a little bit down, you have related keywords. So what the extension does, it gives you related keywords and also other keywords people are searching for. Here is the trick. Here is what you do to be able to do it, like to do the keyword research fast and without having to pay for anything. You simply come here, you copy all these keywords, you do right click, you copy, you come back on your Google Keywords Planner. Let me go back on the main menu of Google Keyword Planner. You come here on Get Search Volume and Forecast. You click here. You paste all these keywords. Oh no, I click Save As. You paste them here. You go on the line. You come back here as well. You copy all of this. You copy all of this. Imagine you had to do the research for, like, to get the volume or the analytics for each of them. That will take you a lot of time, but this is very, very fast, because if you copy all of them, you come back here, you paste, and then you can do as well, you can do the same thing. You can even click on, I don't know, on airline bookings, right? If you click on airline bookings, then on the side as well, you have now other related keyword and other keywords people are searching for. So let me just copy that as well. Let me paste that. If you copy that, you paste it here. You paste and you do the same thing here. So you copy that, you paste. Now, here's the thing. When you click on Get Started, Google already has the analytics for each of these keywords. You have to look at the impression people are going to get from all these keywords and the number of clicks. Now, and the CTR, it has really high CTR. So if you write a review about the high volume keyword, then you might drive traffic to your website. But here's how you get the statistics. You come here on that, like here on keyword, and you click on historical metrics. When you click on historical metrics, you want to filter, because there is no right now it's only alphabetic ordering now, but you want to search, you want to filter from to get the average monthly searches in a decreasing manner. So what you have now is that you have these keywords with the Spirit Airline, for example, 1 million to 10 million monthly searches. Southwest Airline, Delta Airline, Google Flight, United Airline. Like, for example, you see these are a lot of keywords that you can write on your blogs. You can write reviews about your experience, or maybe you do a good research from like different resources around the internet, and you write your blog post like I did here, and then you start monetizing your blog. So this is one way to get your keyword. And now, how do you save it? How do you save it? Once you've done the research, it's already like the draft is saved on Google, but now you have to go back here to Keyword Planner, and this is here, plan from April 2nd, 2020. Now you click here, you edit, and then you just give a title to know what this was about. These are, for example, keywords for airlines, right? Airlines. Now what I do usually is that I say, oh, it's very high volume, so that next time if I come and want to find a keyword to write on, I already know which group I should probably click on. It's very high volume, low competition, and then you save. This will remain in your Google account forever. So if you're short on ideas for keywords, you just click on here and then you come back here on keywords. After you click on keywords, click on historical metrics, and then you will still have your keywords, right? So this is very important. Now, the second way to have in-depth details as well is Ubersuggest. So now let's say you've done the first step already with Google Keyword Planner. Now, if you come here on cheap flights, for example, it's 1 to 10 million to cheap flights. So if there is a niche site on cheap flights, they might get a lot of traffic from this as well. They might get like 100,000 if you have really good articles. Now, if you copy cheap flight, you come here on Ubersuggest, you type cheap flights in the United States, you can select the country, whatever, and then you click on search. What is interesting about Ubersuggest is that it gives a little more, some more details that Google like Keyword Planner doesn't necessarily give you. For example, it tells you an estimate of the search volume, average search volume. You see on Google Keyword Planner, it gives you a range, 1 million to 10 million, but here it gives you an average search. The SEO difficulties, paid difficulties if you want to do SEO ads, right? And so if you sign it with Google, you can get more details. Like it's not paid, you just have to sign it with your Google account. But then here it also gives you keyword ideas, right? For cheap flight to Vegas. It gives you the CPC, the trends and stuff like that. But what I like about it is because after finding the keyword, you have to find the content ideas. So now if you come here on the top pages that wrote, so if you type here cheap flight search, you will be able to see the top pages that wrote using that keyword. Now if you come here, you're able to see how they structure their article, so you can improve it. You see, this is not really long, but it has like 129 thoughts or comments, so you can write a better article than that. Now, before creating your first blog post, the last thing that you want to change is the user name and all the user information. So in the backend of your site, you go under all the users, and then you will see that there's probably only one user under user. It's because I have created the site with a username, and so when you import it, it actually imports that username as well. So you want to create your own administrator role and actually remove this one. So what you want to do for that, you come on user and you click on all user, you click on add new user. Now you give yourself your username. For example, this one is this, but you can give literally any username. Suppose it's sample, or I don't know, free entrepreneur, right? And then again, the username cannot be changed, so make sure you give a username that you maybe use usually or that you will remember. Now it also requires an email address, so make sure you also put an email address. In this case, for example, I'm just going to put this one, and you don't have to put the name, the first name, the last name. It's optional because this is required, but this is optional. But you need to set up a password. Okay, the password that they generate is too long for you to remember, so set up a password. This is an example. The password has to have the medium security. If it's weak, it's going to be easily hackable by people, and so you want to add yourself as an administrator and then click on add new user. Now what I want you to do is to double check, make sure that it actually created the right password. Sometimes it does that, so you click again on edit, you click on set new password, you set again the same password that you just set, because sometimes it does that. You click on update user. Now you want to log out. Let's say I log out of here, And then you want now to put your normal username and your password in order to be able to delete the other administrator account. See, now it logged me in with my new username. You can just click on save so that it saves your information. And you scroll down on the users, you click on all users. Now if you hover over this account which has administrator role, you want to remove me from your site. So you click here on delete, and then you attribute all the content to yourself. If there is any content, there is probably sample post that you can delete, but then you attribute that to your to yourself, and then you click on confirm deletion. Now you're the only one that is administrator of your website. I cannot ever log in on your website, like ever. And even if you don't delete me, I cannot log in because the computer has already generated another password, like a password that I cannot actually, I don't actually know. So what I will advise you to do is actually to click again on this edit, but then come here and set up a display name, okay, the nickname or the display name, because when you visit a post, let me show you something. If I click, for example, on this post, you see the name here will appear, the name, whatever, the username will appear here. But if you want a special name to appear there, you can just come here and change the nickname. The nickname can be, you can say the XOXO finance, like whatever username you want to appear there. It can be your real name if you care. And then you select that as the display name. And then you scroll down, you click on update profile. And then if I refresh the site, it has changed that to this. That is what you need to know. Now, the next video, I'm going to show you how to create actually a blog, your first blog post. Alright, congratulations. You've made it to this step, meaning you're serious about your blog. Now let's go ahead and show you how to create your first blog post. If you're already a professional blogger or you know how to write articles, this step really you don't need to. But if you're like a beginner, I will cover like all the necessary steps that you will need to take to write a blog post that can rank on Google, because your site is already good enough, but then you need to write blog posts that can rank. And in order to be able to be approved by AdSense, you need a minimum, I will advise you to write a minimum of 6 quality blog posts, like 6 to 10 blog posts. Leave it a month, let Google start ranking it, and then you can start applying for AdSense. So you need to wait until you get some traffic and then you start applying. To write your first blog post, you come here under post and you click on add new. Now this will be your title. It will be where you will write your blog post, and then you will need to select the category right here. Before actually starting to write your blog post, the keyword research is super important, just like I talked in the previous video. If you just wake up and you start writing about whatever you want without really thinking about the fact that people will not search that keyword on the internet, you will never succeed with your blog, even if you have the perfect structure. So you need to find the right keyword and you need to use Rank Math. So let me show you how I do that. So you need to find keywords that are low competition with a high average monthly search. Now from here you can decide whether you have experience talking about cheap ticket. You want to do a review of Southwest Airlines, which has 1 million to 10 million monthly searches. People search that per month, 10 million people. So you understand that if you want, for example, to write about cheap ticket, which has 100K to 1 million, if I go on my site and I say, again, look at what happens. Very important. On Rank Math here, I say I put my keyword first, cheap ticket. My keyword, you see now it gives you even suggestions about keyword. So you can have it, you can have your main thing, cheap ticket, your main keyword, and then you can also have cheap ticket. It gives you, because it's now giving you other suggested keyword. You can even have section on your blog post where you list the cheapest ticket to Vegas, the cheapest ticket to Florida, the cheapest ticket to Miami. So cheapest ticket to Vegas, whatever. Now that you've put your main keyword, you now come up here, and again, like I said, you need to hit all these points. Look at how I will hit them. You go back on up here, and for example, see now what do I have? I had 0 SEO score. Now I have 43 out of 100, because my keyword is right here in the title, cheap ticket. And now here is what I do usually, because after you write that, it's going to bring that URL down here. You can come down on Rank Math. See, now I have one box checked. You're using the focus keyword in the URL. You click on edit snippet, and then you change the permalink. You can say here. When you add, what do you see? Now on the URL, you also have cheap ticket. You see how this is bold? It's underlining that in bold. It's because that is your main keyword of interest. So you have a 52 out of 100 already without even any content in there. Because when I search for cheap ticket, if I search for cheap ticket on Google, pay attention to what happened. This is cheap ticket, cheap ticket, cheap ticket as well. If you scroll down, what you see? Cheap flight, cheap flight. On the thing, you also have cheap flight. If someone has done a review, you always have the keyword in the title, in the URL, and in the first line of your post. So let me just go back. 52 out of 100. Now suppose I select the tag, the category here, and then I add, for example, the tag cheap tickets here, which is important to classify your post. The next thing that we do, what don't we have? We don't have the focus keyword now in the SEO meta description. So if you want, you can actually start writing your first line, having the keyword in this guide. Pay attention to what's happening. Now I have a 63 without proper content. So you understand that when we talk about SEO, there are so many things that matter beside the actual content. So if you just wake up and you start writing about whatever, and you haven't done keyword research, and you don't know how to structure your post, you will be discouraged by blogging, because you will think blogging is so hard, blah, blah, blah. It's not hard. There is a science to it, and you need to learn SEO. If you don't learn SEO, you will not be successful with your blog. The next thing that you need to do, you need to put an introduction. Okay, what I do is that I put an introduction, blah, blah, blah. And then also in the title, I like to add a date because, again, I don't add the date on the URL. I add the date on the title. For example, in 2021, or I put the parenthesis 2020 and 2021, so that when we hit 2021 and people start searching on Google cheap flight or cheap ticket in 2021, Google will start ranking my post higher, because I have the keyword 2021 here and also 2021 here. Now I moved from 63 to 64. Green focus keyword found in content appears in the first 10% of the content, which means the beginning of the page. And you can see down here I have cheap ticket here, cheap ticket here, cheap ticket here. This is how it would appear in the search result. Don't say blogging is hard. It's not hard. It's finding the proper keyword, write about it, make your website beautiful, and then organize your content to increase the user experience. Now it says your content is only 22 words long. Now you have 6 additional error. Your focus keyword need to be in the subheading like H2, H3, H4. You need to add an image with your focus keyword as alt text. So let's do these two. First thing, what I usually do is that after writing my intro, blah, 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 I then put again my title down here after right here. And then I select that, I put that as an H2. See, 64 to 67. You have an H2. Now you can say, put that again as an H2 or H3. Whatever that is you want. You give your first. You need to write long form content. Don't write a 600 words and think that you're going to rank on the #1 page of Google. If I search here to find cheap ticket, if you search that, the first page that ranks here will not have a 600 word. Let me just open for you to see. Look at how it is long. It has a long freaking content. So don't take your time, write long form blog post. Just look at how long it is. So if you think you want to rank better than this article, you better write something that is longer than this and that is better quality than this. And look at the structure of the post. It has cheapest flight right there. It has cheapest flight in the URL right here. And then when you start scrolling down, it has H2 title. It has images. It has H2 title again. #1 tip, #2 tip, #3 tips, images. So if you go back on your site, cheap flight tip #1, okay, or you can put that in the H2 title as well. You need to write like a 4,000 words blog post. You can inspire yourself from other blog posts on Google and rewrite that in your own words. After you're done, you will meet this requirement. Now, you see I have a focus keyword in the subheading. Let's add an image. Where do I find my image? Do not use Google image. So if you search for cheap flight, don't go on Google and click on image and use these images. Some of these are copyrighted and will get you in trouble. Go on sites like Pexels. I will put the link down below. You have Pexels 1, you have Pixabay 2, you have Unsplash 3, this Unsplash. Pexels, Pixabay, Unsplash. Those are free stock site that you can find for photos and videos, and you can use them without giving attribution. So if I search, for example, airplanes or airport, whatever, because my thing is about cheap flights. This is an airport image. So how do I do it? I just click on the image, I right click, I click on inspect, and then I copy this to outer HTML. I go on my site, and then underneath this, for example, I add the image, I switch back to text, I just paste, and then I switch back to visual. What it does is that it copies the HTML source image and puts that on my site. So I don't have to download the image, and then upload that on my site, which will take my server space. But I just use that like here. And then you will need to change the alt text. So if I click here, then I just change the alternative text, best guide for cheap ticket 2021. If I click on update, see 68 to 70, we are getting there. You add more images. Okay, you find an Expedia image, you add that. You can do a screenshot of their website, you add that there. See, now I have a focus keyword in image alt attribute. Now the keyword density is high, so you need to write a long form content with keyword spread out across the content. Now you need to link out to external resources as well. You're writing about cheap flights, and Google has already ranked other posts that I've written on cheap flight or cheap ticket. What I suggest is that you copy these links or these posts and you actually paste them on your site in the anchor text that actually correspond. So for example, this is cheap ticket. Okay, you just paste that there. You see now I have 70 to 76 because I paste an external URL, and people can, because Google, it tells Google those posts that I am putting are related to my current post that I am writing. But you also need, see now we have external resource check. You also need to connect with your internal links. You scroll down at the bottom after you put your conclusion, whatever. I always put a conclusion, keep it simple. We just finished talking about the best tips to get, the 10 best tips to get cheap ticket, blah blah blah. What are your, you ask a question, end with a question, for example. Next, you need to put internal links so people can read more, so after they finish reading this post, they don't leave your site. So you click here on read, you type read more, and then you start pasting internal links. So internal links are other related pages on your site. So what I do is that I put it in bold, I underline, Control U, and then I put as well other related links on my site. So for example, this other blog post is about cheap flight on United Airlines. See, now I have what, an 81. I'm already in the green without, look at how much text I have, but I am already in the green, 81 out of 100. Understand, again, this is a clear example of how content itself, writing content itself is not enough to rank on Google today. So many factors that Rank Math is guiding you. See, now I am all good here, content readability. I am all good here. I just have these two. So after you write a 4,000 blog post or 10,000 blog posts better than the one that is currently ranking on Google, guess what? Google will rank your post. There is no reason Google will not rank your post. So you need to give it time. Again, I will say this. You need to give it time. After you click on publish, again, look at how I structured this post. I had an introduction. I had image here. I had the table of content. Also, one thing that is important, table of content allows people to easily skim on your site. I installed the plugin called table of content, and that allows me to easily scan. So if I come here and I want to put the table of content here, right here, I just click on table of content, and then you can whatever change some of these parameters, but you don't have to. You click on save. That is already going to put the table of content right here. I click on preview. You can see that now, and it put related post at the bottom. On preview, table of content, you see if I click here, it's going to take me down. If I click here, it's going to take me down directly to that part. And if I click to the conclusion, it's going to take me directly to the conclusion right here. So you need as well a table of content for user experience. Very important. And you need to add videos, you need to add picture. For videos, you can install a plugin, a YouTube plugin called Embed for YouTube, that allows you to easily, for example, use Expedia. If you come down here and you want to insert a video, you click there and you click on YouTube. When you will set up that that tool called Embed YouTube, you can embed a single video. You search, for example, YouTube videos that are about Expedia. For example, how to find cheap flight, this one. If you click on the video and you watch it a little bit, for example, Expedia definitely gives you the cheapest flight. So this one is about Expedia. So you select, you watch it. If it's a review or a tutorial, you insert it right there. Simple. And when you will hit on publish, the video will appear at the bottom here. This is how you write a proper blog post to give you 100 out of 100 SEO score. But now we're just at 82 without the proper content. You understand how powerful this is. And just look, I'm just going to scroll down quickly, slowly, so you look at how I organize my post. Okay. Images, reviews, images again, images, external link, internal link. Even in the middle of my post, I also put also read blah blah blah, also read blah blah blah, so that if someone wants to exit my site at this point, they can easily click on here. They can be triggered, or they can be triggered to click here and actually read about that other post. So again, I don't want to make this video too long because I'm running out of breath. The 19 website or platform that I have put together that you can actually use to hire freelancer. Some people don't even write their own blog post. They only have a content strategy. They find the keyword that they want to write about and they hire freelancer around the web to write for them, and then they just publish on their site. So actually it's not 17, it's 19 website where you can actually hire freelancers. So you can, for example, click on this one. One of them is Right Access. There are so many websites that I have already put together for you. That can, you see, small army of writers, big resource in the cloud. Now this is a paid resource where you will need to sign up, and then you click on pricing. You will be able to see how much they will charge you for per word. And for example, for different websites, you will have different pricing. This one, for example, you can have a $39 per month, $59 per month, $99 per month, and then you will actually see the advantages of what you can access. One of the resources, let me show you. One of the resources that I like is the Hand of Publishing. I discovered that recently, and it is a platform that said they do not work with a lot of bloggers, but only with people that already start getting traffic, but they are really, really, really good. And so, for example, for this is their pricing. For 1,000 word, they will charge you 0.38 cents per word. So if you want 1,000 words, you will pay $38. If you want 10,000 words, you will pay $350. So understand that paying content online is another strategy of yours, and you can use this 19 site. But as a beginner, because you don't maybe have all the money, you want to hold off until you start getting traffic before hiring people or paying for content. You want to sit down, write blog posts, learn about what goes into writing a proper blog post. You will learn, craft your skills over time, and then once you feel like you've mastered it, then you actually start paying for content. So let's talk about monetization, how to really make money with your blog when you start having traffic. Understand this, how much you make with your blog is highly dependent on the amount of traffic that you bring to your blog. There are people that make 100,000 a month blogging. There are people that make 100,000 a year blogging. And there are those that make $100 a month blogging. Some of the ways that people use to make money with their blog, initial ways as they start having traffic, is affiliate marketing. Again, on my website there is this blog about the 8 ultimate ways people can monetize their blog. It's right here under make money, and then these 8 ways. You can sell some advertising space. You can create an e-commerce, for example, subdomain, and actually sell product on your website. And I outline all of those ways right here with more detailed examples. But one of the very first ways is placing ads on your site. And for that, people use AdSense. For example, if you visit the mmsexperience.com, this is an ad right here. This is an AdSense ad right here. And basically the goal is this: every time you visit a blog post, anything on Google, when you open, you will sometime realize that you have these ads that are appearing that are not like invasive, but they're just sitting there. Every time you're reading something, the person that as soon as you're watching this, I am making money, or someone else is making money, it's through a platform. It can be AdSense, it can be Zoe, it can be Newer Media, it can be AdThrive. There are a lot of platforms that allow you to simply place ads like that on your site and make money while you're sleeping. For example, this is my AdSense account where you can see that today I've made like $1.34 not doing anything. Basically, I have written a lot of blog posts that have driven traffic, and as soon as people actually, people keep reading stuff on my site, this is an AdSense ad, it actually generates income, because out of that traffic, some people will click and actually shop, for example, for this phone, and the company that placed their ad there actually can make more money. So they pay to be able to place their ads on your site through AdSense. Some people make $1,000 a month through AdSense. Some people make $1, just like some people can make $3. So some days I make $4 a day through AdSense. Some days I make $1, or some days I make 81 cents. It really depends. And how much money you make with AdSense also highly depends on your niche. For example, the MMS experience has a high revenue per mile because it talks about business building, it talks about entrepreneurship, it talks about making money online. Whereas if your website is about pranks, if it's about toys, if it's about pet, it's going to have a different click per cost or revenue per mile. So understand that the niche that you select for your site is very important. How do you get approval for AdSense? On my channel, I've already covered that in a video. If you go under home and you search here AdSense, you scroll down here, how to make a Google AdSense account and get approved fast. This is a tutorial that will show you every single thing you will need to have on your website, and how to apply for AdSense and how to get approved. And when you get approved, it's very easy to put ads on your site. There are other videos where I also show how to put AdSense ads on your site. The other way to monetize your website is actually through affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is this. If I go back on my site, for example, if I click here, for example, on SEO Content Machine, which is something that we call an article spinner or an article rewriter, what I am doing here is I am reviewing the product, but with something that we call an affiliate link. Affiliate marketing is you, through either my YouTube channel or your website, you can actually promote another product that you believe in, have a link that people can click and buy the product through, and then make money when they actually buy. So for example, if people come and read this article about SEO Content Machine, and they can click, for example, here on Try SEO Content Machine, and it will take them to another page. It will take them to this page where they can actually buy the tool. And when they buy the tool, I get what we call a commission. So you understand that if you review a bunch of tools or products, suppose you have a website is about tea, where you review tea product, you can actually go and apply for companies that want to sell their tea or their coffee machines, and get a link. When people will buy through your link, you will make a commission. And another great platform for that is actually Amazon. If you go on Google and you search, for example, for Amazon affiliate program, and you click here, Amazon affiliate program, basically you can start making money with 100 people visiting your website, because you can actually sign up, and suppose your website is about coffee, you can try to get links for coffee machine that you can put on your site. And when people will read your review of a coffee machine, if they want to buy it, for example, they can click through your link, go to Amazon, buy it, and you make a commission. Now, it depends really on your niche, but these other blog posts that I wrote about the 45 high-paying affiliate programs is very helpful, in the sense that under Make Money, best high-paying affiliate programs. Scroll down, you have the whole list down here, right? For example, you have affiliate program for web hosting, where you can promote Bluehost, you can promote HostGator, you can promote these products. You have affiliate program for website builder. You have affiliate programs for, or affiliate platform for online courses, where you can review online courses and actually have the link down, like where people can click and shop through your link and you make a commission. It really depends on the product. For cryptocurrencies, for finance, for and there are also platforms that I recommend to sign up for, to actually apply for all those affiliate programs. Like, I don't want to make this video too long, but go ahead and read all the resources that I'm pointing out to. They're going to allow you to start making money with your blog. Now, suppose you've already driven a lot of traffic on your blog. How do you start making more money? Through applying for other monetization platform like Ezoic, Newer Media, Value Impression. How does it work? You can actually, beside having AdSense ads on your site, you can actually now apply. Suppose you have 1,000, 10,000, 5,000 people per month visiting your blog. You can go and apply for a platform now like Ezoic, which is an AdSense alternative, and have both Ezoic and AdSense on your site. So I'm going to put the link of this article down below as well, but it's an article that I wrote about the 5 best AdSense alternative. It's on my blog. And if you click on Ezoic right here, it's going to show you, for example, a screenshot of how much in 1 month I had earned with Ezoic. And essentially it talks about what Ezoic is and shows you a video tutorial on why you should be using Ezoic. But if you want to read a full review of my guide that I wrote on how to apply for Ezoic, how to set it up and everything, there is also a guide on my site regarding that. Like, this guide is right here. You can also come down here and click on best AdSense alternative. Ezoic can really increase your revenue from 15 to 250%. And the best thing about it is that it's free to apply for, and you can start displaying ads right away. But there are also other alternatives that I lay out in this blog post that are Newer Media, that you can only apply for that when you start having about 30,000 viewers or visitors per month, and your blog has to be in English. There are different alternatives like Media.net, Amazon Native Shopping, the Amazon affiliate program that I talked about, and also Value Impression. So there are many alternatives that you can start monetizing your blog with when you start having a lot of traffic. Most people start with AdSense that you're seeing right here, and they transition slowly to other alternatives like Mediavine, AdThrive, Ezoic, and that is the process that people usually use to make money. They can make money through selling courses, they can make money through e-commerce, displaying ads on their site, and they can also make money through combining all those ways together on their site. So for example, currently on my site, what do you have? You have AdSense ads, but you also have Newer Media ads. I already showed you my AdSense dashboard that is making money through the AdSense ads that I have placed. But I also have, if I open my Newer Media account, I also make money through Newer Media that you can see right here. And I am combining all these way. I have affiliate links as well from other programs that I'm reviewing. I am thinking about also creating other courses in other areas that I think I'm proficient in and actually sell that. Creating multiple streams of income is key. I also have my YouTube channel through which I am able to drive traffic to my blog, and when people actually read articles, they can actually decide to click and shop a product, and which actually leads to more money. But how much you make truly depends on the traffic that you will bring to your site. So keyword research is very important. Find keywords that have high volume and low competition. Write detailed blog post review about them, about those keywords, and add some affiliate link. Like when you start driving enough traffic to your site, now think about adding some affiliate link that people can actually shop through, and then you can actually start making money. I will also advise you to visit my site called the mmsexperience.com, where you can actually learn things about online business building, entrepreneurship, but you can also follow the structure of how I write my blog post. You will see that I create the thumbnail image. I reorganize my post in a very specific way. And one thing that I actually forgot to talk about is to create the future image. Okay, this future image right there, you will need to create an image that looks like this with a dimension like 400 pixel times 225 using services like Spark, Adobe.com. You can create a future image, or you can use Photoshop, or you can simply get an image from Pixabay or Unsplash. You reduce it to 400 pixels times 225, and then you make sure that you also put that future image there, so that when people actually visit your blog and they land on the homepage, the future image appears before the post actually appears. So that is what I will suggest you. If you don't have the future image, then it will just look weird. I wish you all the success with your blog. I am sure if you follow the steps, you'll be successful. You need to give it time. Again, make sure that you click down below on my link to be able to start your website with Bluehost. Right here, you can select the Plus plan or the Basic plan or the Choice Plus, depending on what you will want for web hosting. But then use the custom website that I've already created to import that on your WordPress dashboard and actually have a website ready in about 30 minutes. And you can repeat the process for multiple websites without having to create each of them from scratch. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Peace.
And don't forget to smash like and subscribe. Thank you.